Hello, crafty friends. It's me, Alicia, but as always, you can call me Crafty Al. And welcome to, oh, this is weird. On my screen, my camera is locked up. Tell me over in the chat if it is for you as well. I'm going to hold up. Let me know, guys. Yes, that's what I thought. All right, let me turn off my camera. So let me turn off my camera and turn the front one back on. Darn it. Well, guys, we might have to do this all overhead. So can you still hear me now? So, okay. So, no, it won't even go to my face. All right, guys. Well, plan B, we are going to have to do all overhead for today. Sorry about that. But anyway, I am here. You are here. I'm going to go ahead and change this camera. Let me see. Change it to that. All right. Okay. All right. I think you can hear me now. Sorry, guys. Thank you for hanging in there during those technical difficulties. Yeah, everything was working fine until I guess I clicked go live, but it is still me, Alicia. As always, you can call me Crafty Al, and welcome to the March 2025 Advent All Year Long live stream. If you are here in the chat, please let us know where you are watching from. And if you are here on replay, let us know in that comment section below. If you are new to these monthly lives, what I'm doing is getting crafty with the advent calendars that I got in December and some of the gifts that I didn't get to create with or use or maybe want to revisit. So I've made a new album, which each month I'll have a page to put in it. And during these lives, I am making 2 of each page so I can send one to a live viewer. So if you are here live, make sure to stick around. If you haven't yet already, like Elisa has, go ahead and give your stamp of approval, give a thumbs up, share it with a crafty friend. Don't forget, for every 50 thumbs ups we get during this live stream, I will pick a name for the bubblegum bonus machine, which when I do the Christmas in July stream, I will have some prizes to give away with the names in the bubblegum machine. So right now I have 44 on and 25 likes. Can we get that to maybe 30 before I start creating? That would be excellent. I do have a poll up over in the live chat, and it says, did you attend Virtual Stamp Joy this past weekend? Yes, no, what is Virtual Stamp Joy? So if you're watching on replay, let me know your answer in that comment section below. And then here in a little bit, I'll reveal our answers here from the stream in the chat. Valerie attended Stamp Joy. It was amazing. And she thinks Crafty Al won a prize. I did win a prize. You are correct. I think it was, I think it's $35 in store credit. So I am looking forward to spending that, because later I'm going to tell you about a little challenge my sister and I have going. So I might need some free money to spend on crafty stuff this month. If you are a channel member, don't forget that you have access to the Advent All Year Long printable, which are the pages that go into the album. And this album is just a mini Polaroid album that I got on Amazon, and I do have it linked below. It comes in different colors. This one is a black album. When I did the Spellbinders Advent in December, it is a white album, but they're kind of cute to just have little works of art that you can look back on. So let me know if you did attend Virtual Stamp Joy. Go ahead and put capital VSJ over in that chat so we know. And then again, a little bit, I will close off that poll. But I think let's go ahead and find out what we're going to work with. Yes, Danny was hanging out with me for Virtual Stamp Joy. Super fun. I think Danny liked it more than she was thinking she would. Yay. And hopefully she'll join me again. So to pick what I'm working with, I have created a little wheel over on Wheel of Names. And over on that right side, I have put in some of the products that I didn't get to use, or maybe I wanted to use again, like all the Spellbinders I actually did use for that big daily album where I did a dedicated video, but some of those I wanted to work with again. Now, there were some things like maybe from the Tailored Expressions, like the little mini glass board or the stamp chamois that, of course, I didn't put on the list because while I might use it while I'm creating stuff, it's nothing that I could focus on to create one of our little Polaroid pages. So let me know what you hope pops up on the wheel. And while you're doing that, let me know also what you're hydrating with. I have some water today. So, all right, let's go ahead and see what we're working with. Okay. Oops. Well, the drink, guys, I forgot to take that off. That's what I did in January. Sorry about that. Wow, so many technical difficulties today. I think I need one of these. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's try that again. I kind of hope I get a stencil because we did something for Virtual Stamp Joy that I would like to try. And I think there's only one stencil on this wheel, so let's cross our fingers. All right, it is the Leaves and Banner from Gummiapan. So let me get out my Gummiapan folder. And I will go ahead and remove this so I don't forget to do it later. All right. So I put all of my Gummiapan dies from the Advent calendar in this magnetic folder, which I get a lot of questions on. These were made by Quick Cuts, then Lifestyle Crafts, and they're unfortunately no longer available, but sometimes you can find them on eBay, but it is super handy. It's just a complete folder made with magnets. And the leaves, okay. Oh, it was these. So it was this little banner of leaves, and there's acorns, and then these two leaves here. These came on the same day, which I love some leaves. So this is exciting. Let's take a minute here. So Mary Jo's got some hot tea. Mary Adams, some green tea. Barbara's water and coffee. I see a few waters. And Kelly says, I'm recovering from Virtual Stamp Joy. I must be, or at least my tech is, and it's not like I even had to use my cameras during it, but thank you everyone for bearing with me. Now, just like with the December Advent, I am using the same color palette. Now, it's a different one than in December, but I'm using the same color palette for the creations for this all year long one. And this is Color Cube card number 288, which if you've watched some of my Color Cube card videos lately, I have been turning these palettes into swatch rings. And this is a die from Spellbinders, and I think it's super cool. It has, you know, the big shape, and you can put up to 6 colors on there, and then the individual dies. And what I do, I have ordered the stamps, but I just write on the back which of my TE cardstocks and inks correspond with those colors on the front. So I like to have, oh, where's it at? If I find a color combo that I really like, what I have started is another binder ring here with some of my favorites. And this one right here is probably my all-time favorite color cube. And this one is number 367 if you're interested. So while you might not think of leaves in these colors, it is what we'll be working with today. And I am going to try to do, of course, 2 of these. But before we get started, let's see if we got up to those 30 stamps of approval. We did. We're up to 37 out of 58. So make sure if you're just stopping in to give this stream a thumbs up. Maybe share it with a crafty friend who can come hang out with us too. And let's go ahead and stop the poll. So again, the poll was, did you attend Virtual Stamp Joy this past weekend? Yes, no, what is Virtual Stamp Joy? So let's find out here. All right. 67% of you did not. 16% of you said yes. And 16 said yes. And 16 said, what is a Virtual Stamp Joy? Well, it is a virtual crafty event, which means you craft from home, put on by Tailored Expressions. And we made, gosh, 8 cards on day 1, and I believe 10 cards on day 2. And they prep all of like the die cuts and the card bases and all of that stuff. And yes, it is definitely capital F-U-N. I agree. So if you are interested, you can go to this Tailored Expressions website and sign up for their email list. They have 1 virtual event each year in the spring and 1 in-person event in the fall, which I love to go to as well because it's just right down the interstate from me in Des Moines, Iowa. Valerie said, love the swatch dies. First time seeing that, add to cart. Yes, Valerie. Luckily, Spellbinders, since I am one of their influencers, I did get this to use and share here on my channel. But even if I didn't, I would definitely buy this. In fact, I have had my sister order me a second one when she places her next order. So I'll have it for a giveaway because it is super handy, especially if you love color palettes or color cubes. So check it out. I think I did add it to the link down in the description box. But now, if you haven't noticed, I'm trying to stall because while I'm chatting, I'm also trying to figure out what I'm going to do with for my project today, which I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the mint julep, right? The mint julep background, the 3x3 squares. And I'm going to cut these leaves multiple times out of mint julep and just kind of create a tone on tone embossed look background. And then we'll figure out what to do with the banner. So let me start getting some of that stuff ready. Where's it at? I had my little, here it is. So I do keep these little containers all ready to go for the Advent all year long. And I have some squares already of the colors. So I'll get out. No, you know what? I'm not going to get out those mint juleps. I'm going to cut one piece, like a 6x3, and we'll cover it with those leaves. But I do have maybe some scraps I can get some of these out of. Might be too big. Yeah, so I'm going to get some different scraps of mint julep. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys, while I am creating, I took the banner off the bottom because sometimes I think it's distracting, but Nightbot will let you know here. So Nightbot's going to let you know in the chat every once in a while that if you have a question or comment specifically for me that you want me to answer or see, please type question or Crafty Al in all caps in front of your message over here in the chat. That way, when I can pause to read those messages, which chat is flying, those are going to stand out to me and I'll be able to answer your question. Now, if it is just a general question, there are lots of very knowledgeable people here in the chat who can help you out as well. So get those questions in. And if you're watching on replay, you can always leave those in the comments and I will answer you as soon as I can. So I'm going to get out. So here I had a scrap of mint julep. I'll use this for my die cut leaves. And then I'm going to get out a full sheet and cut this to 6 inches wide by 3 inches tall. And that way I can cut it down later into 2 3-inch squares for my Polaroid pages. And again, one lucky live viewer will receive this. And speaking of, oops, Maya, you might not even seen it, but I guess I could take it off. I was wearing my my Santa headband since this is Advent all year long, but since my face camera doesn't work, I'll just put it to the side because it keeps hitting the camera. But speaking of lucky winners, I think I did see that Kathy Sugarman is in the chat, and she was the redraw winner for the Spellbinders Advent Calendar, which is going to the post office this afternoon. Okay. So while I'm working on cutting some leaves, I wanted to tell you about a challenge my sister and I are doing. I got to cut this down. So I don't know about you, but I spend maybe more money than I should each month on new craft supplies, even though I have a full room of crafty goodness that I could use. So my sister is kind of in the same boat. So we have challenged each other for the rest of the month to not buy any new crafty goodies. I know that sounds impossible, right? What we're going to do is if we come upon something that we want to buy, we're going to make it. I have a little note in my phone, so I'm going to make a note. And then in April, I'm going to revisit that list and ask myself, do I still want this? And if I do, maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll just leave it on the list for May. Because I think a lot of times, like yesterday, I would have bought 3 things like that normally. But I wrote it on my list, and Lisa and I have to check in with each other whenever we want to buy something. We have to let the other person know what it is, and we're going to see if we can do it. Now, luckily, during Virtual Stamp Joy over the weekend, I placed 2 orders. So I do have some stuff coming that might tide me over, until I can spend again. So yeah, just wish us luck. If you think you want to join us, you can put like March challenge over in that chat. Kristen says an accountability partner sounds like a good idea. Yeah. Danny said that's what she used to do and it worked well. She should do it more. Maybe I'll get used to this, just kind of writing down and taking a breath before I hit that go to checkout. Did I miss a question or comment from Rose? Because I see that Rose, did you try closing your keyboard to see if the like button shows up? Oh, yeah, it should be right under the video, just a thumbs up, hopefully. So yeah, oh, there's Teresa. Hello. And by the way, welcome to anybody who I haven't said hi to. I think that our little technical hiccups in the beginning kind of threw me off my game. So welcome. Don't forget, if you're just joining us, to go ahead and click on that stamp of approval. Share the live with a crafty friend who might want to join us. And if you're watching on replay, you can share the replay with a crafty friend. Oh, Valerie says it's already too late for her. Valerie, it's not too late. You could start tomorrow. She already spent money. She signed up for the TE summer school class. Valerie, that is definitely, I kept going back and forth. Like, yes, I want to do it. No, I don't want to do it. Yes, I want to do it because it's those exclusive products that get me, you know, that you can only get in that class. But now that I'm on this, I can't buy anything. I have held off so far. And if you're wondering what the summer school is, it is another virtual event that Tailored Expressions is going to do this summer on, they have a Facebook group, but the videos are on YouTube, and it's going to be all about foiling. And it's just like I think a 3 or 4 hour class. If you're in the US and get early bird, I think it's $89, but they're going to teach about foil and different ways to use it, you know, like the foiling with a mink. So if you want to sign up, I do have my Tailored Expressions link in the description box below. I don't think I would make any affiliate income on a class like that, but if you do buy other stuff, but remember, we don't necessarily need to buy all the time. All right. And Danny said, oh, where did it go? It always helped her to not do the impulse buys. Elisa said she splurged on the $50 Ultra Tacky Mat by Altenew for stenciling. I did not know they had a more tacky one. And Allison says she puts things in her cart and does the same, revisits the cart later to say if I still need the items. Yeah, so now with like Tailored Expressions, they do have wish lists. So I do that. Throughout the month, I have a monthly wish list and I kind of go in and see, okay, do I still want this? But this is going to be for any company, not just Tailored Expressions. So I'm just keeping a little note of things I might want to consider purchasing when I can again. All right, I'm going to see if this is enough leaves to cover my things. And over the weekend at Virtual Stamp Joy, we did do the press and seal technique, you know, where you like lay out the background and then pick it all up and add your glue. I think I'm just gonna lay out everything and then I'll just glue down as I go, I think. Teresa said she has been trying to order the color cubes for over a month now. So if that comes available, I am snagging it. Teresa, I will agree with you there. The color cubes seem to go in and out of stock. So if it does become available, I would probably do that too if I didn't have them. Because yeah, you got to get on that when the window to order opens. They do go quickly because I think you're not the only one waiting for them. I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna, I might actually use press and seal because after I've taken the time to get all these in place, I probably don't want to have to try to remember everything, which I think I'm probably going to need more leaves too. Okay. Yeah, so I do need a few more leaves. So I'm going to carefully set this off to the side and bring in, I have another little scrap here. Have you tried this technique before for like the faux embossing where you do the tone on tone die cuttings? Let me know. Trying to make the most of my cardstock because, hey, I can't buy new cardstock either if I run out. Oh, welcome, Susan. You're not late. You're right on time. I'm just getting started creating. Danny says she thinks that I've got her wanting the color cubes finally, especially after Virtual Stamp Joy. Yes, we want Danny to do some stenciling, and I just love it. I love using them for color combos for stenciling. For some reason, I only decided to cut one leaf from there. And if you don't know what color cubes are, again, I showed you these, but they're just boxes of these. And I use them quite frequently for die cutting colors or stenciling colors. And my friend Karen and I get together every month for a color cube live, which I do have listed on the community tab. I have some posts with this month's live streams. This is one of 4 left in the month at least. I was considering, you'll have to let me know, I was considering doing a live stream showing you what we made at Stamp Joy, at Virtual Stamp Joy, and maybe getting crafty with just in a different way with some of the products. I'm going to do a little, just a poll, and we'll just let this one go till the end. So should I do a Stamp Joy, post Stamp Joy live? Let me know what you think over there. And if you're watching it on replay, let me know down in the comments section. Should I come back? Maybe, I think this is my only live this week, so maybe I could come back on Friday and just show you the different cards and stuff that we made, and get crafty with something. Maybe it can be more interactive. Hopefully by then my camera will work so I can turn on my pole light, because I can't do that today since you guys can't see it. Later, if I have a scrap that I cut off the edge, I might come and put it right there. I'm trying to rotate them so they're not going the same way right next to each other. Okay. I am going to go get the press and seal and pick this up just so I can add adhesive and put it back down like it sits. Oh, welcome, Christina. I'm still crafting, so you're on time. All right, so I cut that down just a little bit. And one side of this is just the teeniest, tiniest bit tacky. So I'm going to carefully just kind of let that float onto there, right? I don't want to press it down and mess up, but once it's on top, I'm just going to press that adhesive onto the leaves. And Susan said she would like a Stamp Joy recap. Danny says she'll have to miss it. Yes, because her son is coming home this weekend. Oh, yes, and it's the day before the craft fair. Yes, you will be pretty darn busy, I'm sure. And Diane said she restrained herself and didn't purchase all the Stamp Joy supplies from the supply list and managed to make do with what she had in her stash. So yeah, that's one of the things. So when you do the virtual event, they give you a lot of stuff that you'll need, but then there is also a suggested supply list, you know, like ink colors and maybe a stencil or two in an embossing folder. So you can use what you have, or you can purchase it ahead of time, and people who are signed up get a little discount. And Diane, I think I ended up, I have all the inks, of course, in some of the folders, but if I didn't have it, I did end up purchasing it because, well, I have it always in the past, but if it's something, you know, like an embossing folder or a die set that I think I'll use, or a stencil, I do get it. But yes, you can definitely use, like, you know, if you have Gina K inks or a different company's inks, you can use what colors in your stash would be close. You don't have to buy all their inks and cardstocks. And actually, the cardstock they send you for all the make and takes. I'm trying to get on the leaves and then just on the very end of the stem, just so those will stay in place. All right. Elisa said she signed up for the summer camp email today. Registration starts tomorrow. If you are, Tailored Expressions has this really great rewards program, and you can reach different levels throughout the year. Some of us can already register. That just means we've spent quite a bit of money at Tailored Expressions, but some of the levels you're on, you do get early access to registration. So there are some customers who are registering today, but yes, it is open to the public tomorrow. And I really don't think, and it will sell out. You know, they can pretty much make however many kits are sold. So there is some overage here. I'm just going to wipe the glue off from there just so it doesn't stick to my desktop. And I'm going to give that some time to dry under a couple blocks while I cut out the banners and figure out what we're going to do with those. And yeah, there, Susan said it. Superfan and Rainbow Royalty can sign up today. Oh, Susan said that her hubs was very generous. She's able to purchase the early access items as an early anniversary present. Excellent. For my birthday, which is coming up in April, I did sign up for their stencil and 3D embossing folder combo club that's coming up. So that's like having my birthday spread out over 6 months as those come in. Okay, I'm going to cut these out of white, but I think that I'm going to do a little bit of coloring in with my Olo markers. So I want to go over and get the paper that works best for this, just so it does not spread too far, because these areas are pretty little. So I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves, hydrate, give this video your stamp of approval. Let's see where we are at here. So we are at 53 likes. Awesome. That means there's one bubblegum bonus at the end, and we have 64 people on here. But you know what? I think last time, didn't I change it to every 25 likes, since this isn't as highly attended as the December event? So we'll do one bubblegum bonus drawing at the end for every 25 likes. So if we can get 21 more, if we get 21 more thumbs up, we can pick 3 bubblegum bonus names at the end. All right, so here is my scrap of cardstock. When I color with my Olos, I generally use the Xpress blending cardstock. So I just got a scrap out of my container, and I'm going to cut 2 of these. Oh, Paula won't be able to join us on Friday. She's doing SBC Fest classes. Awesome. These are always available on replay later too. So even if you can't join us live, if I do the Stamp Joy kind of post-show event, you can come back and watch the replay. Kelly got the club for Christmas. Yay. I look forward to hopefully sharing videos using that. Since it is stenciling, it might be something Karen and I do together for that monthly Color Cube Live, because she is also getting the club. And again, we could do different Color Cube cards and show it with the same product, just so you can see the difference the color makes. Diane's doing SBC Fest too. I am doing something not this weekend, but I think maybe that next weekend, I have signed up once again for Crop and Create with Scrapbook and Cards today. And I am hoping that this is the one where I actually make the cards from it. I was telling Danny over the weekend, I think this is the 4th one that I've signed up for, and I have yet to make a single card from any of them. So I'm hoping this is my lucky time, because, oh goodness, I've already signed up for the fall event. So that'll be my 5th one. I've got to make some of these. And maybe since I can't spend this month, it'll, you know, because like there's a whole bunch of new products. So that will kind of maybe help me with my urge to buy stuff if I can open something new from the kit or from the event kit and get crafty with it. All right, now I'm going to start coloring in these little things, and you're going to be like, Alicia, an acorn is not that color. A leaf is not that color. But do not forget, friends, I am limited on my color palette. So we're just adding extra color to these just to spice it up a little bit. We're going for color, not necessarily being realistic. All right. So I did get out with my Olos. I did get out blending pairs, like a light and dark in each color, but I don't think that I will be shading these just because they're so little. I'm just going to color. And I think my acorns will be kind of a red and a pink. I'm going to zoom in here so you can, I don't know, this might not be the best thing to show up close, but I will zoom in while I figure out these colors. I think I'll just leave the string on the banner just white so it stands out from that green background that we made. And sorry that I don't have any like interactive portions today for you guys to vote on. Sometimes, you know, oh, what should I do here? But this one, you know, with the color palette and the fact that I can't even turn on my pole light. I guess I do have the Stamp Joy post Stamp Joy live stream poll going, but that's not the same, I know. And then I think, well, okay, I was going to maybe color in the mushrooms in one of the pinks or red, but I think I'll work on like the leaves and stuff and then see what color I need to add in there. So I'm going to stick by, you know, coloring each of these leaves, which might be a ginkgo, in the same color, just to keep it easy in my head to know what colors everything has to be. And you might have just heard Lyndon. I was a little worried as I was going live this morning, or, you know, getting ready. She was meow, meow, meowing, needing my attention. But luckily, she has decided she can calm down a little bit. Oh, I forgot to ask, what are you guys doing while you watch? Are you crafting along? Are you working? Are you just hanging out? Let us know over there in the chat. And don't forget to stick around for the bubblegum bonus drawing, and I will be giving away one of the 2 Polaroids that I create today. I think I'm going to go in with, I'll do, I want to kind of see what color this is. Oh yeah, that's different enough. Let's see what we got here. Susan says she's working. Kim's crafting. Elisa is stalking me. We'll just call it watching. Folding laundry. Lisa's also working, sadly. I hear ya. Lots of workings. Okay, please be safe. Don't get in trouble. Carol's on her way home. Hopefully the doctor visit went well, Carol. Donna Lou is reconciling her checking account. Sounds fun. Therese is doing a little tech cleanup. Awesome. Keep those coming in. Oh, goodness, Christina. She's trying to wake up. Dateline sucked her in last night, and she watched until 5 a.m. this morning. Oops. I love me some Dateline, Christina. I could probably do the same thing. I am going to hydrate, too. Don't forget to hydrate. All right. And let's see. Barbara says she is just watching. Awesome. Keep those coming. All right. I'm not sure what all I'm coloring in here. And now all I'm left with are those mushrooms. So I think I will do one in red and one in pink just to get some more of the brighter, you know, I don't know if they're more colorful, but the brighter colors in there. Going to make the mushrooms two-tone. So the little cap will be a different color than the stem. Again, not really the color of acorns or mushrooms or leaves at all, but it is just going to add some more color to our project. Let's see now if our leaves are all dry, which I am sure they are. So again, if you're coming in late, I made this background out of die cut leaves from the Gummiapan Advent Calendar, which, guys, don't forget that Gummiapan has that Easter Advent Calendar. And I believe that that Vivica of Color Me Nordic here in the U.S., who sells the Gummiapan calendar, I think she said, I'm going to have to reread the email, but the gifts inside each of the days for the Gummiapan Advent Calendar aren't necessarily Easter or religious themed. Maybe they're more spring or something. So I know that you did have to pre-order that to guarantee that you get one, but I will be going live for a full week in April using that Gummiapan Easter Advent Calendar, and there might be a few more calendars that she has for sale once she sends out the pre-orders. So down in the description box below, and Nightbot might be sending it out too. Sign up for the Gummiapan email list, and also sign up for mine if you haven't already, because I will also send out an email if any of those become available, so you can purchase them. But ooh, you know me, I couldn't purchase another one because it's in April. So these are all dry. So now we're just going to cut off the excess. Oh, look at that. Christina said that she finished 16 of the March sheet loads while watching Dateline. Absolutely love this month's layout. So glad, Christina. Yeah, if you haven't seen this month's sheet load, I hope you'll check it out on my channel, just under the regular videos tab. Marilyn M said she's still recovering from Stamp Joy. This was her favorite one. I have to tell you, Marilyn, I would agree with that. The classes on Friday, you know, like it was the interactive and elevate your die cuts. I really think I learned something for everyone, and I really liked all of the cards too. So glad that I'm not the only one who thought it was an exceptional Stamp Joy. Okay, now I'm going to take some of these bigger chunks and maybe go in and see places where I could maybe add a little, just add a little bit more, cover up some of those kind of blank areas. So we will have to let this dry a little bit longer. I have to show you a new tool I got inspired by when Danny was over here this weekend. I think I'm going to let that go. So when Danny was over here this weekend, she told me about a new tool she got for when she cuts apart her dies. And you know how sometimes, even if you use the clippers that get, you know, right up against where that little metal nib is, there's always a little bump left. Well, she told me she got like a Dremel-like tool at Harbor Freight. And I'm like, oh, a couple weeks ago, I'm like, I need to have my husband look to see if something like that comes on sale. But she reminded me that I've been wanting one too. And we found this one on Amazon. I think it was like less than 20 bucks. It has a lot of different sanding heads or whatever, but I used it last night on the Stamp Joy dies that I had to cut apart, and it was pretty neat. But you just turn it on, and then that rotates and gets off those little burrs at the end. Let me know if you already have something similar to this. Because some of those little things can poke you when you're die cutting. Kelly said, did I see the Halloween advent calendar? I sure did, Kelly. And that is also another thing that I will let my email list know about as soon as it's available for order to the public. I did already pre-order mine. But yes, so Spellbinders is going to have a Halloween advent calendar, and I will be doing another live series for that in the fall. So Elisa had one. Barbara's husband got her one. Susan got her husband's extra Dremel. See, yeah, I know my husband has one, but not only would I not want to keep it down here all the time, I just wanted, you know, just something little, but that's great. He had an extra. Yay. Okay. I might be the last one to know about that. Oh, here, Kristen didn't know about the Dremel sounding tool. Sounds awesome. Yeah, it works. Danny says, you get an advent and you get an advent. Yes, they are definitely, every season now seems to have an advent calendar. Diane says she has something similar, never thought to use it for her dies. Oh yes, Diane, try that next time you have to cut a set apart, and it still has those little sharp bumps on the edges. All right. Let me, one thing real quickly, I'm getting a text. I need to check on it and make sure it's nothing urgent. Okay. All right. Clean up, get that out of the way. Okay, so now I have the 6x3 background that I can cut into two 3" by 6" pieces. Sorry, two 3" by 3" pieces. Two backgrounds now. Just a fun tone on tone look for those. Oh, Susan got the Olo marker tower, and it's awesome. You know, Susan, I have to tell you, they look cool, but I think that's one organization tool that I am fine without, probably because I don't put my markers like together. I don't leave them like this since I can't see both ends. So I do just have like a shorter one, but it does look super cool. And the fact that it only takes up 6 inches on your desk is awesome. Okay, now we have to figure out how we want to put on the little banners. So if we want the little bows to stay on, it does pretty much cover up the whole thing. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch up just a little bit to add a border. I'm going to use that darkest color, which is, let me get out my thing. The darkest color is Sour Gummy. I'm going to cut these down just a little bit smaller to a 2 3/4 inch square. And then I'm going to put a postage edge on it with my Spellbinders dies. All right, I think there is a huge open area right there. Oh man, I already threw them in the recycle bin. Let me see if I can find some of those. Okay, never mind. I was going to put another little thing there, but I already threw, I think what I can, well, you know what? No, there is a tip of a flower that will work perfectly. Phew. And then for the postage edge, I'm using this set from Spellbinders. It is a whole set of like, I think 3 more sizes that nest together, but I just brought in the one that works for the Polaroid sheet. So I do have this linked below if you want to check it out. And again, most of the links in the description box are affiliate links. So I make a small portion of that sale at no extra cost to you. But again, this might be something that you have to write on your wish list for this month and revisit in April if you're doing the challenge with me. Bye, Danny. Thank you. Yes, I am heading to the post office this afternoon, too. Okay. So I'm going to get out 2 of those squares. And I might have to, I'm going to, since I can't go to my face because my camera is not working, I'm going to just die cut off to the side here because I need my bigger die cutter, I think, for this. So talk amongst yourselves. If you have any questions, don't forget to type question or Crafty Al in front of that comment so I can see it easily. Barbara says she's doing payroll, so she has to concentrate at work. Yes, please don't mess up payroll on my account. Yes, yes. You can come back and watch the replay. Susan, this is kind of funny. Susan says the Olo tower rotates so you can see each end. It's on a smart. Susan, if you know, you know. Yes, over the weekend they were talking about how things are called lazy Susans. So I do know what you're referring to, Susan. I think anything that makes work easier, it's definitely not lazy. It's definitely smart. Does anybody hear my kitty Linden meowing again? She's becoming needy. Now, I want the bows, I think, to hang off the end if I can. These are going to be super simple, you guys. Oh, you can't hear? Okay, Linden. They can't hear you, thank goodness. Put a little dot on each bow and then on each of the little leaves or acorns or mushrooms that I colored to help it stay in place. Okay, so we have a little opposite ends of the spectrum here. Mary says she knows several Susans. And Mary, when I first read that, I thought it said, and one of them could be called lazy, but she said not one of them could be called lazy. And then Susan said in her house, it's called a turntable. Love it. I know Linden does not need food because I made sure they had food in their bowls before I went live. And now I just see somebody said in their house that means the princess is hungry. But I think I just answered that. Yeah, I have definitely already fed her. I am going to just do a little test, and I'm going to go turn on my camera, my other camera again. Just while that's drying, okay? Come on. Come on. Get up here. Okay, let me see if the camera will work now. Is it going to work? Hello, guys. Oh, I should probably put back on my headband now for Advent. So this is my chonker Linden. She looks a little chonkier now that she's laying in my arms, and she is. But yes, I had to pick her up. All right, let me put back on my headband since I have the forward-facing one. Look, Linden. Linden. Nope. Okay, I'm going to see if I can set her down. All right. Okay. Paige says the noise I make with my mouth is the same one she does. Yeah, my sister, usually when Linden is around and my sister can see her, she'll do like the hey kitty kitty, but we never did that. It's always like the clicking noise. And yeah, Linden, I try to set her up on the chair so she would yeah, I try to sit her up on the chair, but now she's back down here with me. Barbara says, is she a tortoiseshell? Barbara, I have no idea what my cats are considered. Her sister doesn't have any of that orange coloring like she does. All right. Okay. Now everything's going to be opposite with my cameras. When I click face, it's going to go to overhead. When I click overhead, it's going to go to face. So I have to try to remember that. Okay. I think we're done. And guys, I think I might just call it good. Let me see if I have any sentiment dies that we could put something on here. So I'm going to go through my Spellbinders, album to see if they had any. I would like an actual sentiment die. I guess I had those. This is from last year. Okay, so I have the just saying hello, but I think if I used anything, I would just do hello. So I'm going to leave that there and go see what else I have. Again, as the year goes on, I can use anything that I got in the Advent calendars in December. So this is my pink and main one. I don't think I got any word dies. I did get dies, though, for some words. All right, I think that's kind of it, you guys. I think that is it. I did like, some of, where are they at? Like I have the happy birthday or the hello friend, but I think since I already have a banner on here, I didn't want to do another one. She does have white in her coat on her belly. I'm going to go through here one more time. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with the hello here, which was from, I know it's in the day 10. Linden. So I still have not taken these out of here. And maybe now we can have a poll. What do we think about a poll? Maybe a poll about the color of what our hello will be. All right, so if you're here in the live chat, get those poll lights going over there, and I will get out some cardstock possibilities. I want it to like stand out from the background. So I am thinking either the red, which is Cherry Pop, or go with the same color that the border is, which was Sour Gummy. So let me zoom in a little bit and get the poll ready. So again, I'm just going to do the word hello, and we'll just, to make it easy, we're just going to do red or blue in the poll, okay? Oh, I forgot. I got to end my poll. My poll is, should I come back and do a Stamp Joy live? And 95% of you say yes. So I will try to set that up this week. But now let's get another poll ready. Are we going to do red or blue? And I will give you a couple minutes to get your votes in. And I'll turn on some music while you are voting. And again, because this is Advent all year long, we are doing Christmas music waiting for these. Me too. I still think you're all awesome. All right, get your votes in. It's pretty close, guys. The red or the blue? Hello, guys. All righty, let's see what won. With 52% of the vote, we're going to do the red. Awesome. I'll put that scrap to the side for next month. Got a little too far out there. Okay. Oh, maybe it was a good idea to not have my headband on. I don't know if you can tell, I just knocked into the camera. This little Platinum Scout has been so handy for Advent and my lives lately when I have little dies. This might be something you want to put on your think about it list for next month if you're joining my no spend the rest of March challenge. No crafty spending. I have other stuff I'll be spending on, like next weekend, or sorry, this coming weekend. I'm going to see Hades Town on Sunday, and I know I want some merch. I'm actually going to go see it twice on Sunday, the matinee and the early evening show. So I'm super duper excited. Let me know if you've seen Hades Town out there in the chat. And if you haven't seen it yet and it comes near you, I would highly suggest going to see it. I think I'm going to just put these up in the left-hand corner. And guys, we are almost done. So you are definitely going to want to stick around because I will be giving these away, or one of these away here in just a few minutes after I get my hello on and we get it put on the final sheet. I should have probably put some adhesive on the back of my red cardstock. So, oh my goodness, Susan, I did not know that they were letting Hadestown perform in high schools. I would definitely go to that too. Barbara said she loved Hadestown. Why am I going twice? Because Barbara, I love Hadestown. And so I love it. Like, I've seen Hamilton as it's traveled around near my area. It is coming again this spring. I think that will be my 10th time seeing Hamilton. Like, when I love something, I love it. So I'm just going to see it twice that day because it's one of my favorites. If you've been around long, you know how much I love Hamilton, and Hadestown, whoops, it is like right up there. Did I see that Sandra is here? Hello, Sandra. So glad you are here. Oh, here, Debbie knows what I'm talking about. She's seen Phantom 11 times. Yeah. I might be a little bit hooked on it. And also when Hamilton comes to town, they do that Hamilton lottery where you can get tickets for $10. And my husband has won that for me lots of times. And usually when you win those, they are like the front couple rows. One time when we won, it was like up in the nosebleeds, but I did not care. I just love it so much. You know, I guess if you like sports and you watch every game, your team plays, well, my team only comes around once every few years, so I got to get my fill in when they're in town. Wow. Oh my gosh. Susan R has me beat for sure. Oh, where'd it go? She's seen George Strait in concert 75 times. Wow. And I agree with Freedom Deep, says they should give her a VIP seat just for that. Oh my goodness. Yes, definitely. But people who have, I never really thought about it like this before, but people who have like season tickets to their favorite team, they've probably definitely seen their team play tens of times. So yes, whenever my favorites come around, I usually go at least a couple times. And since we're already going to be dressed in downtown, because we have like partial season tickets. So we got the matinee because of our partial season tickets. And, we're already dressed. We're already downtown. So we decided to get tickets for the evening show. And we'll just go get an early dinner between the shows or go walk around the area downtown. So again, I forgot which button, since if you came in late, I had lots of technical difficulties in the beginning, but now my face camera works. You couldn't really see it at the beginning, but my area was completely clean, and it always kind of looks like this after I create something. So to be entered into the giveaway for the Polaroids, which I'll finish them up here in just a minute and put them on their backers, you do need to be a subscriber to my channel who is at least 18 years old. Now, if you're here with us live and you're not yet a subscriber, to be entered, you do have to be a subscriber for so long to be able to put words over or type in the chat. So go ahead now, click that subscribe button so you can be entered into the giveaway here in a few minutes. And let's go ahead and check out how many bubblegum bonuses are we going to be able to pull right now. Oh, guys, we are at 71 thumbs up. If I can get 4 more thumbs up on today's video, we're going to draw 3 bubblegum bonuses. So if we get to 75, then we'll draw 3 names. So if you came in late and you haven't yet hit that thumbs up, I would love for you to do that so we can draw more names. Oh, thank you, Barbara. Barbara got hers in. Thank you, thank you. Bye, Kathy. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead. We'll get these put on the backers, which I did go ahead and get all those ready ahead of time. So here in the March page, I do have 2 March backgrounds. I will keep one, and a lucky live viewer will get the other. Susan asks, my area was clean after Stamp Joy. Good for you. She saw us Friday afternoon and 6 and 7 from Saturday to complete. Oh, no, she had a power outage on Friday and her heat tool died. Oh, no. Yeah, so I purposely had to come down here yesterday to clean up for today. So that's the only reason it's cleaned up from Stamp Joy. I did have a few cards to finish up yesterday as well. So I finished those, and then I chatted with my sister over Zoom while I picked up my area to get ready for today. Polly said she has seen Reba once and George Strait once. I saw Reba in concert with Kelly Clarkson, and oh my goodness, both of their voices just amazing live. Amazing. And don't forget, if you are a channel member, you have access to the printable to make your own Polaroid backers. You just want to check out this month's membership blogs and just scroll down to the bottom to past printables and cut files. All right, guys, there are our two Polaroids for today. Again, what I was going to get out the die. Oh, here they are. No. So today it was chosen from the Gummiapan calendar to use the little leaf banner die and the leaves that came with it. And then again, I'm using that same color palette for all of my March live Advent all year long lives. So one of these will go into my album. The other one will go to one of you. If you are excited for the giveaway, go ahead and put some hearts over there in the chat. I'm going to go get that set up. And go get that set up. All right. Take a little hydration break. Then take a little thumbs up check too. Oh, yes, yes. We just hit 75, guys. Now you can still keep those likes coming in. Okay. If you would like to be entered to win today's Polaroid, one time over in the chat, you are going to type hashtag CraftyAl, hashtag CRAFTYAL. It does need to look exactly like it shows on screen, no spaces. You need to have the hashtag. Now, please do not spam the comments or the chat with hashtag CraftyAl. It does give each username only one entry. Now, if you happen to notice that, oh no, I forgot the hashtag, or oh, I put an R in place of the Y, go ahead, retype it to get your entry, and you have a little over a minute now to get that in, and I will play some more music while we wait. right, you guys, good luck to everyone. Remember, you might not see your name scroll across there. There are about 35 of you entered, but it will only show a couple hands full of those who are entered. But good luck, everyone. And let's draw for a winner. Congratulations to Sharon. Sharon, make sure you remember what it says your username was. And after, no, actually, I'll go ahead and tell you how to claim your prize because the bubblegum names don't need to. Yes, I see some congratulations coming in for Sharon. So Sharon, you are going to need to claim your Polaroid. Down at the bottom of the description box below is a link to a Google form, and you will go fill that out and give me your address. And then it won't go out today when I go to the post office. It will go out the next time, but I will get that sent out. You do have 24 hours to claim that. So if I were you, I would go ahead and just go right when the live is done and claim it. I did see, where was it at? Christina said, was it this group of crafters that was talking about the new episodes of Paradise? She started it a few days ago and love it. Yes, I have been singing the praises of Paradise since it started. I don't know, I guess 10 episodes it was. So, or was it only 8 episodes? Whatever it was too short. It was either 8 or 10 episodes. It is over now. I have heard they've renewed it, so hopefully it will not take years for it to come back on. But yes, great show, great twist, like every single episode. So if you haven't yet watched Paradise, it is on Hulu. I keep forgetting because I've been watching so many different shows lately on different streaming services, but Paradise is on Hulu. Check it out. Susan says it's 8 episodes. Yes, it was way too short, so definitely watch it. All righty, let's go ahead and draw for the bubblegum bonuses, which again, these are just entries into my Christmas in July giveaways that I'll be doing during the July Advent all year long live stream. So I will get that ready. We're going to, oh, no, I didn't want to do that. We are going to pick 3 winners because we got 75 thumbs up. I about didn't type in the hashtag correctly. So if you are here, this is open to anybody worldwide. If you are here and would like to be put in for the bubblegum bonus drawing, go ahead and type in hashtag bubble in the chat one time, hashtag BUBBLE. As the hashtag bubbles slow down, you can put in any final questions that you might have before we say our goodbyes. Christina says it is on Hulu. Her daughter has Hulu, so she's watching while she watches the grandkids. Perfect. Dawn says she wanted to watch more Paradise and couldn't figure out what streaming service it was on. Yeah, I was watching Paradise on Hulu. And then I'm into The Traitors, which was on Peacock, and I've been watching I was watching something on Amazon Prime, so I can't keep any of these straight anymore, but definitely check it out. We have about a minute, so let's hydrate. Let's take a little Christmas music break. right. Susan, I just want to point this out before I draw, says tracker is awesome. Susan, that is another one of my favorites too. And I know that's on like normal network TV, but I do always watch it after the fact. I think that one's on Hulu too. I really like Elsbeth. I like to catch up on that. And then Matlock. I like watching those shows. Okay, guys. We're doing, oh yes, we're drawing for bubblegum bonuses. So I will do 3, right? So I'm just going to draw 3 names, and it'll take me a minute between each one because I do need to write these down. So first bubblegum bonus goes to Paula Rice. Congratulations, Paula. And remember, you do not need to do anything to claim these. I will put your name in the bubblegum machine. Our next winner is Joan Vaughn. Congratulations, Joan. You will want to make sure that you keep watching the Advent all year long, especially the July, because you will have to claim your prize at that time if your name is drawn. I did see one question that I'm going to go up and star before I pick the final one. So Valerie, I did see your question, and as soon as I pick the last winner, I will answer it. All right, good luck to our final winner, who will be our final bubblegum bonus pick, Barbara from Roseville. Congratulations. All right. Keep coming back each month and you can get your name in there. There is no limit to how many times you can have your name in the bubblegum machine, which I still have not gotten it caught up for 2025, but hopefully next month I will have our little bubblegum machine here so you can see it. If you participated in the December Advent, you have seen the bubblegum machine where I put your names. And Valerie had a question before we go. She says, how did I pre-order the Halloween Advent calendar? So some local scrapbook stores, you can pre-order through them already. My sister is a retailer with Spellbinders, so that's how I do that. But as soon as they become available for pre-order online, I will send out emails. So make sure you get on my email list, which is toward the top of the description box below. It says like, get my latest updates in your inbox, and you can sign up for my email list. And I send out, sometimes I send out one a week. Sometimes I send out one email a month, just with reminders and stuff like these pre-orders, because just like with the concert and with these virtual events, like you have to pre-order usually a few months before the actual thing. So make sure to sign up for that. All right, guys, any final questions? Otherwise, I will get a live set up for Wednesday or Friday for Stamp Joy. I need to kind of look at my calendar and see what I have going on. Most likely it will be Friday. There's a small chance it will be Wednesday morning, but I will go over what we made during the event, and then we'll get crafty with some of the products, which I should be able to, since my forward-facing camera is ready, I should be able to turn on that pole light so we can make some decisions about what I will be creating with. I do not see any final questions. So again, thank you so much to everybody who joined me today. You know, this would be super boring if none of you were here. So whether you've spent 5 minutes with me or the entire hour and a half, thank you so very much. And until my next video, I hope you're all having a crafty day, guys. Bye-bye.